proceed, I would like to introduce myself first. Hello, everyone. My name is Najla. I'm going to be your master of ceremony for our opening ceremony today. In this very special ceremony today, we have our honorable dean and lecturer here, special attendees, and obviously distinguished participants here. We want to thank everyone to thank you for taking time out in your weekend to participate in LBS webinar series, English communication skills, why does it matter? I would also love to see all the attendees, as I am fully aware that many of the attendees are not turning on their cameras now, but it's okay. We're going to get into it throughout the time. But anyways, I would also love to see all the attendees. So I highly recommend everyone to open their camera during their series, during the whole sessions to make it more, interacting, right? Interactive, sorry. All right, now that we need to move on to the next agenda. So before we move on to the welcoming speech, we're going to hear our national anthem first. So I welcome all the attendees to sound duty during these sessions. Thank you to all the attendees who have solemn duty during the national anthem sessions for today. Now we are going to officially start our agenda by hearing the welcoming speech from our Honorable Dean, Mrs. Prof. Wiwik Rabiatul Adawiyah. Now, to Mrs. Prof. Wiwik Rabiatul Adawiyah, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much, Najla. I'm really sorry, it's very dark, right?
It's totally fine, ma'am.
No, I will turn the lights on. Just a minute.
Okay, we'll wait.
I hope it's better.
It's better.
Yeah, all right. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Praise to Allah for his blessing and mercy. We meet here together for a special program by the what do you call LBA, right? LBA.
Yes.
Okay. And you have special session for today. It's about webinar, but I'm really sorry because I'm not quite sure what is the topic about. So first of all, in this opportunity, I would like to thank the speaker, for being here, and also for the willingness to contribute or to share knowledge with all the students and other participants for this session. Hopefully, you will be benefit from the program. And secondly, I would like to thank all the committee for their hard work for preparing this webinar. So what we see today, what we receive today is a result of their hard work. Okay, uh, and there are a few points that I would like to highlight about this, the importance of being able to speak English properly, because our the challenge that we face in the future, considers a lot about your ability, yeah, your ability to speak English. And the competition is not only within nation but also cross nation. Therefore, it is inevitable that everyone should be able to deliver, should be able to speak English very, very well. And secondly, uh, there are special programs being offered by the government, yeah, to ensure that all the students are able to speak English. Yeah, for example, they have a student mobility program which is fully sponsored by the government. Therefore, I do hope that there are many students from Faculty of Economics and Business joining the program, not just enrolling or joining the test, but accepted, yeah, accepted by the government, yeah, or to be the representative of Indonesia. Another thing also that we are also encouraging our students to join some of international program which require a certain level of English ability. Yeah. So English is not just a matter of speaking, but also ability to read, ability to write. Yeah. And also another important thing is you are able to express your idea properly. So my last message is, please everyone get the most benefit from this session. Yeah. And if you have anything that you are not sure of, you may ask questions about it. Okay. So that's all. Thank you very much. I would like to apologize if I have delivered or I use inappropriate words which offends everyone. Thank you. Good luck for you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the thank you for the outstanding greetings delivered by our Honorable Dean, Mrs. Prof. Wiwik Rabiatul Adawiyah. But before we moved on to the main sessions, in which I am very aware that everyone is very much excited for, I would like to take another photo sessions first. This is our first photo sessions actually with our Honorable Dean today with Mrs. Wiwik. So I highly encourage everyone to open their camera to take a picture with our lovely Dean today. So, okay. All right. I'm going to take the picture. Okay. I will wait for other participants to open their cameras first because there's about 4 slides and I really do hope everyone could open their cameras first because we're going to take photo sessions. All right. Okay. I will count from 1 to 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, maybe the operator can help me to capture. All right, let's take a pose, some pose. Okay, lighten up a little bit. All right. Okay, I will count from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one for the next slide. Okay, I've seen some faces. Hello, hello, Farah. Hello, Anita. Hi. Okay, calling out a bit of people, but yeah, let's take another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I guess that's it because we only have like 2 slides who open up their camera, but thank you to all the 101 participants. Now I will proceed to the main sessions in which everyone is very much excited for. I've seen the faces. Wow, lots of smile today. Okay, it's a bright day ahead. All right. Finally, we have arrived at the awaited agenda, which is the webinar session. So please welcome our moderator for today. She seems very much excited. Okay, so I will give the floor to our lovely moderator for today, Mbak Elizabeth Ashley. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Najla, for the time and for the opportunity for me to continue today's shows. But before we start, I would like to say thank you for all the participants who already joined for today's event. And now, before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Elizabeth Pesley, and I will be your moderator for today's webinar. And now we jump into our main session of this webinar, which titled English Communication Skills, Why Does It Matter? But before we start, let me read the speaker's CV so we all know a little bit about this speaker. Okay, so our speaker today named Mr. Prayogo Hadi Sulistio, or can be called as Mr. Yogo. He is a lecturer at Jenderal Soedirman University. He has a certificate of TOEFL ITP L3 Gramedia Yogyakarta with the score of 617. He also have been in several seminar and workshop you can see on the screen. And not just that, he also has several of publication. Okay, so now we already know a little bit about our speaker today. So I have an announcement for all the participants who have questions. Feel free to type it in the chat box, yeah, or you can use Bahasa or English. And also I wanted to ask for all the participants to open your camera. Okay, so without further ado, please welcome Mr. Yogo as our speaker today. The screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Ashley, for the introductory part. Let me introduce myself. My name is Prayogo di Sulistio, and for today I will deliver a topic of English communication skills. Why does it matter? Perhaps I would like to ask help for the, helping me for the slides. I'm afraid that I have bad connections. All right. So today, it is an interesting topic we would like to discuss, English communication skills. Why does it matter? I mean, in what circumstances that we think it is important? Well, actually, everybody have their own preferences and opinions regarding to the why is it important for me. Well, actually, in a wider perspective, dalam perspektif yang lebih besar, let's see. You can scroll down, but the importance of using English. Actually, English is the dominant language in academia. What does it mean? You have any idea what does it mean with the dominant language in academia? Let's say you are in FEB, Faculty of Economics and Business. My question will be, how many textbooks you have read before? In what languages they have been written? Is it in Bahasa? Is it in English? Or perhaps in another languages, for example, like Korean or Japanese? Obviously, we found out that English as the major dominant language in, in writing so many textbooks, whether it is in the economics terms, whether it is in my field, English language education, obviously should be written in English. So that if you want to access knowledge, you have to become a good user of this kind of language, specifically English. So you may access the knowledge by understanding the language itself. So you understand what does the author try to convey. Jadi harus bisa mengakses pengetahuan itu dengan bisa memahami bahasa yang dipakai. And then when your lecturers try to, give you assignment to make a summary from your scholars like Scopus-based research, yeah, penelitian berbasis Scopus, let's say, key 1 to key 4, you should read the transcript. You should read the manuscripts in English. So it means that you have to understand the essence of the language that they try to convey the knowledge for you as the student. So that's the meaning of the dominant language in academia. And then the second one, English is the most common business language. What does it mean? Kira-kira maknanya apa sih? What does it mean by the most common business language? Let's say you are graduate from accounting major, accounting department, from management department. Yeah. And then you would like to pursue your career in multinational companies, for example. If you are from accounting department, then you have dream that you would like to work for Ernst & Young, Big Four, KP, ada Ernst & Young, Deloitte and Touche, ya. Price Waterhouse Cooper, atau KPMG. And then the HR team asks you, how many languages do you master actually? And then after that, you will reply that I master 2 languages, sir. First of all, it's my mother tongue, Bahasa. All right. And second, I master not English, but I master Banyumas language, because that's the second language in which I continue my study in Banyumas, in Purwokerto. Is it giving a big impact for you when you try to pursue your career in multinational company, and then second language you master aside your mother tongue, then you say Banyumas language, Barling Mas Kacep? Obviously, it will not give you any effect. It will give you effect if you want to visit your friends, perhaps from Cilongo, Aji Barang, yeah. You need to use Banyumas language. But if you want to pursue your career, what about that? Let's say kalau kamu dari jurusan manajemen, kamu mau masuk ke konsultan, kita punya ada mungkin Nielsen, McKinsey, gitu. And both of them are from America. And then you say that languages you master aside your mother tongue, Banyumas language. No, it will give them a description that you are good candidate, but not good enough to become a worker for for their company. I got friends, he is very smart, really very smart, from accounting department. Since he doesn't master any foreign language, he only works for small company. Really, it happens because he cannot speak any kind of foreign languages, any kind of foreign languages. Since we are now in the age of AFTA, if you are aware of that, AFTA, ASEAN Free Trade Area, it means that workers from ASEAN communities like Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, and other ASEAN countries, Singapore, they can work in our company, in Indonesian company. The question arises, can you compete with them as a scholar, as a bachelor worker, yeah, worker who holds a bachelor degree? Can you compete with them in terms of language? It doesn't mean that, well, you are good enough. You understand many kinds of, theoretical things about your work, for example, like accounting, for example, like a management things. However, you cannot compete with the maximum, or essentially, you cannot beat them if you can't speak any foreign language. You only speak in Bahasa. And it means that you cannot pursue your careers in the bigger company, right? That's the important thing that you should know. Third, the most popular entertainment in the world is in English. My dear students, kalau kita udah ngomongin popular entertainment, ketika kalian masuk ke Netflix, ketika kalian masuk ke YouTube, ya, most of the time, let's say YouTuber Reza Arab misalnya. Reza Arab tend to do language switch into what language? English, right? Yeah, since he is a producer also, he produces good music. However, any YouTubers in Indonesia, they tend to switch the language into English. Jarang ditemukan misalkan YouTuber di Indonesia itu switch bahasanya ke bahasa misalkan bahasa Korea atau bahasa Jepang. Ya, kecuali kalian nontonnya mungkin channelnya Jerome Pauline. Karena banyaknya mereka berinteraksi kan, orang Jerome Pauline dengan timnya itu orang Jepang. Tapi most of the YouTubers in Indonesia, they tend to code switching the language from bahasa into English. And another case, perhaps, you are fans of movie. Well, you like Hollywood movies, Avengers. So we watch movie, is the Avengers from India? No, of course. It's from Hollywood, not Bollywood. And it's written in English, all the dialogue scripts. And then how come, if you are fans of, Hollywood movies, then you cannot understand the language? That's the essential thing. I mean, if you like something, then you have to, know further, know deeper. That's the thing. And then after that, English is the most useful language for travel. Well, basic communication. You need it while you get lost in, some other countries. Ketika kamu nanti traveling mau ke mana, Kapodasia itu mana, Turki misalkan, atau kamu mau ke European countries, ya, mau ke Netherlands, Germany, for example. Well, actually, you need to master at least basic English communication skills. So it means that wherever you go, and what situation you are in, you still need English, to cope with the situation, to find the solution problems that you face abroad. And then obviously regarding to these situations, not to mention mungkin nanti kalian mau masuk menjadi LPDP grantee, di situ ada minimal punya TOEFL testnya sekian, and then after that sometimes interviewnya dilakukan dengan bahasa Inggris. You have to be aware with that. You cannot become, for example, like LPDP grantee without any acquiring any English specification for the communication skills. To be specific, in communication skills. So actually, can you scroll down, please? Communication in English, problems. Have you ever encountered problems in communication in English? I swear, each of you experience one of those things. First of all, it's based on the research effect of mother tongue. Sudah berdasarkan penelitian kami di pendidikan itu bahwa bahasa ibu itu memiliki efek yang besar ketika mempelajari bahasa kedua dan bahasa ketiga. It's effect of mother tongue, first language effect. Misalnya apa Pak? Misalnya kayak gini. For example, in pronunciation atau pronunciation aja. Wifi tulisannya, di handphone, Wifi. In English, we cannot pronounce that words as Wi-Fi, right? Wi-Fi. Coba berapa banyak teman-teman di yang non native speaker itu bilangnya Wi-Fi itu Wi-Fi atau Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi-nya apa sih? Password Wi-Fi-nya? Wi-Fi-nya apa sih? Ada Wi-Fi nggak di sini? Ketika kalian yang ngerti bahasa Inggris gregetan nggak sih ketika dengar wifi, it means wifi kalau bahasa Inggris, bahasa Indonesianya mungkin wife materials ya, wifi. Tapi ini yang kita maksudkan wifi, connection spot lah, internet connection spot. And then itu contohnya effect of mother tongue dalam pronunciation, banyak lagi, banyak sekali. Lalu second problem you may encounter is the difference in English. What does it mean by difference in English? Difference in English, it means that, well, English itself has different concept between American English and British English. Itu dulu aja contoh. Maksudnya gimana Pak? Maksudnya gini. Toko buku, let's say, in English. In English, toko buku bisa diterjemahkan dengan bookstore atau bookshop. Tapi kalau di Inggris, di UK, bookstore itu bukan toko buku. Bookstore itu adalah gudang buku. Place that you store books. Not place to sell a book. To sell books, no. It's bookshop. It's a place for you to buy certain books. Bookstore itu gudang buku. But in America, bookstore is similar to bookshop. It's a place where you want to buy books. And that's small things, small part of difference in English, as in the concept of American English or in British English. And then after that, errors in English. Yeah, we have experienced this. For example, yang paling mudah aja deh, grammatically incorrect. Kalau untuk yang hal-hal yang mungkin bisa jadi kita nggak aware. Contohnya kayak gimana sih Pak? Contohnya kayak gini. In English, we have concept like to be, is, MR, was, were, right? Not to mention modalities. Kita nggak punya kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia modalities. To be itu nggak punya. Contohnya gini, kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia, ketika kamu bilang lapar, saya lapar. Selesai. Tidak ada di tengah-tengahnya itu diberikan disisipkan to be gitu. Tapi in English, we have to write it down or we have to speak it out as I am hungry. You should avoid to say I hungry because it's a lack of to be and obviously it's grammatically incorrect. Tapi itu apa? It's another effect of mother tongue. Errors in English, most of errors in English you may encounter, it's effect of mother tongue. Not to mention kita biasanya juga secara membabi buta menerjemahkan teks ke dalam bahasa target. Let's say kalau kamu nulis pakai bahasa Indonesia, kamu terjemahkan dalam bahasa Inggris, masukinnya ke Google Translate. Not to mention lagi Google Translate sekarang udah bisa pakai penerjemahan PDF file. Jadi you take it for granted. Nah itu dia bahasa. You take it for granted kalau hasil dari penerjemahan mesin itu it's already correct, it's already similar or accurate, so it will accumulate errors, understanding inside your mind. Nah, can you scroll down, Mbak? In English, we also have, homophonic situations that you need to become really careful when you hear this kind of, contextual sentences. Contohnya kayak gini. Is there any of you would like to volunteer? Ada yang mau bacain nggak? The first sentence. Is there one volunteer to read? One sentence? Ada yang mau nggak?
Saya bisa, Pak.
Boleh, silakan.
There was a strange sight on the side.
There was a strange sight on the side. What does it mean in bahasa coba? Apa terjemahannya, Pak? For example ya, kalau ada yang bilang kayak gitu, there was a strange sight on the side. Homofonik nih udah nih, side and side. Terdapat penampakan yang aneh di tempat bekerja gitu. There was a strange sight on the side. Homofonik. Konteksnya penampakan di tempat kerja. When you hear it without any focus, kalau kamu nggak fokus denger, kamu akan bilang, oh apa sih tempat kerja? Tempat kerja apa? Kenapa? On the side it means that tempat kerja. Yeah, you have to become really careful when you hear this kind of contextual sentences. Coba kalau yang kedua, can I have another volunteer? The crew?
Saya, Pak.
Boleh.
The crew enjoy the cruise. Itu tuh kayak para krunya itu menikmati itu, Pak.
Kapal pesiar.
Ya, pelayaran atau kapal pesiar.
Yeah, the cruise actually it's homophonic. The crews enjoyed the cruise. Para kru itu menikmati kapal pesiar tempat mereka bekerja gitu. Itu bahasa Indonesia. Oh iya, homophonic kan? Crews enjoyed the cruise. Gimana kalau yang ketiga? Can I have another volunteer? Ada nggak?
Saya bisa, Pak. Saya mau coba, Pak.
Boleh, silakan.
Ya. Sweet as sweet. Jadi setiap rangkaian itu memiliki manisan.
Setiap apa?
Bagian gitu ya, Pak?
It's sweet, has sweets. Sweets itu kamar hotel yang paling tinggi itu, Mbak.
Ya.
Jadi setiap kamar hotel yang bagus gitu, yang mewah, itu disediakan permen atau manisan. Nah, itu dia. Ini contoh di mana when communication skills become a bit more confusing. When we listen such kind like contextual sentences which have, homophonic characteristics. Contohnya kayak gini. Ketika kalian nanti nggak fokus, do not be shy to ask for the clarification. Gak usah malu, don't be shy. Can you repeat the statement, sir? You ask them the clarification, you ask them the help, actually. Or perhaps their help to, re-explain in a, simple statement, perhaps, if you don't really understand the homophonic contextual sentences like this. Kamu bisa kok ngomong, what do you mean by this? Yeah, it's another technique asking for clarification or help. So actually, you may access YouTube. I would like to show you actually what kind of errors you may encounter in communication, especially when you use English. You may scroll down, but okay. Ini bisa dilihat. Perhaps we can see this together. You can, copy the text into the, rows. And then after this,
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly,
You should see this video first. It's based on the fact that,
Sharp,
English
or
teacher
explicit, or excellent, or
teach in France.
Hi guys, my name is Fanny. Welcome to this series on communication problems. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of pronunciation in English, especially the difference between long sounds and short sounds. Why? Because in English, there are a lot of words that are almost the same, except that one has a long sound and one has a short sound, and they have completely different meaning, depending on the length of the sound. So let me just give you a simple example. If you say beach, you know what a beach is, right? You go on holiday, you like going to the beach. Does not have the same meaning as bitch. And, forgive me for saying the word, but it doesn't have the same meaning. And it's actually a very rude word. So you should be very careful. And I have a story about that, which is quite funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but now it's funny, actually. When I taught English in France, I had a student once in my classroom. And, I was explaining, I think, some grammar or something. And he was clearly distracted. So I got really angry and I said, hey, what are you doing? And he said, oh, madam, I'm sorry, I'm searching my shit. So 2 mistakes. First mistake, he forgot the preposition for. Okay, so search for. But that's okay. I understand that. But he said shit, and he actually meant sheet for, a piece of paper. I didn't get it, and I got really angry, and he didn't understand why I was getting angry. And I said, you can't say that word, and what does it even mean, searching your shit? I mean, that's getting really weird. And so then he understood, he was like, no, I mean, and he showed me a piece of paper. And so I said, that's not shit, that's sheet, okay? So, I think he got really stressed out because he didn't know why I was getting angry and I didn't know what he was talking about. So I think you should be careful because, long sound, short sound, sometimes it's a different word with a completely different meaning. And if the word that you're saying is rude, then, it's quite annoying. So just be careful, okay? So thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please show us your support. Click like, subscribe to the channel, put your comments below and share with your friends. See you. Hello guys, my name is Fanny. Welcome to this series on communication problems. And in this video, I want to talk to you about communication problems that occur when we use different kinds of English. Because as you know, we don't have the same English in the UK and in the US, for example. So some Americans don't understand me when I speak English because I don't have the same pronunciation and because I don't always use the same words. Most of the time we do understand each other, but sometimes we don't, and it can be quite confusing at times. For example, to me, there's a ground floor in a building. To an American person, my ground floor is their first floor. So if I talk about the first floor, I don't mean the same floor as an American person. So see, it can get a bit confusing. And talking about confusion, I have a story which is quite funny. I was in college at the time and I was on the phone with an American friend and we talk, for 20-25 minutes. And then we decide to go grab a drink together. So I'm like, yeah, we should go out and have a drink. And she's like, okay, yeah, sure, what a good idea. And then she says, let me just put on some pants. Now, you have to know pants in the USA means like trousers, okay, your pants, okay, like these. In British English, pants are underpants, okay? So for me, when she says, let me put on some pants, I get this image of my friend talking to me for 20 minutes naked, you know, with no underpants on. So I was quite shocked and I said, what? She said, yeah, just grab some pants. I said, what do you mean, pants? I said, oh, no, I mean trousers. And then we just laughed so hard because, you know, for a minute there was just a lot of confusion. So yeah, depending on where you come from, I think you shouldn't underestimate, you know, the differences, and you have to be careful sometimes with the words that you choose, you know, so yeah, that's something that can happen. So you see, even native speakers sometimes don't really understand each other. That happens as well. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. I hope you've enjoyed, and see you in the next video.
This is my voice one day, learning in baking. This is my voice.
Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please show us your support. Click like, subscribe to our channel, share the video with your friends, and put your comments below if you have some. Thank you and see you. Hello guys, my name is Fanny, and in this video I want to talk to you about communication problems. And when you're an English teacher working abroad, or even if you've traveled, you do know that there are often communication problems. And from my experience as a teacher, I think these problems often arise because people try and translate their mother tongue into English. And my main piece of advice as a teacher to you is don't do that. Don't try and translate. Because every language has their own words and expressions, you know, and I know that when you're not that fluent, it's reassuring to use your own language and translate it. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out. And so, for example, let's just take an example. I taught English in France for a few years, and French has a lot of expressions, and we, for example, say to get a blue. So that's the expression in French, avoir un bleu. And that means to get bruised. Okay, so a bruise in French is literally a blue. So, but you can't say, I got a blue. If you say, I got a blue, you're actually translating the exact words from French into English, and I'm not going to understand what you mean. And I've had people say that. I've had someone one day say, oh, I got a blue, and I obviously didn't know what that meant. So, and that is something that you should avoid doing, okay? And I got a story about that, for example. I was correcting an essay once because I worked in a high school, and this student had written, you know, an essay in English. I think she was describing a holiday or something. And at some point I can read, oh, on the last day, I was so sad, and because I was walking in the garden and suddenly I fell and broke my face. And it honestly took me a good 10 minutes to understand what she meant. And it's actually because there's an expression in French, se casser la figure, which is literally to break your face, and it means to hurt yourself. And so she wanted to say, I was walking in the garden, suddenly I fell and hurt myself. But she translated French into English, you know, thinking, And I guess, you know, we all think that. We all think, oh, my language is the reference, it's the standard, and every other language imitates mine, and just, you know, I can simply translate. But unfortunately, you can't. So as a teacher, again, with years of experience, please don't try and do that. Don't translate your mother tongue. You just have to learn as much as you can, watch films, read books, try and understand how people talk in English, you know, the expressions that they use, remember them and use them, but don't translate your mother tongue into English, okay? I hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please show us your support. Click like, subscribe to the channel, put your comments below, and share with your friends. See
All right, thank you. But to play the video, before we begin or we continue our session, I would like to ask any of you, what is your opinion about the video you have watched previously? Ada yang bisa kasih pendapat nggak?
Takut tambah dewasa, takut aku kecewa.
Okay. Anyone? Problems you may encounter in communication, especially using English. We have similar situations, we have similar contexts. In the video, perhaps, the context will be the English teaching in France. But now in Indonesia, we have similar context when we talk about English communication in Indonesian context. Banyak sekali, contohnya memang errors yang tadi dicontohkan oleh autorsnya, kita juga di sini merasakan hal yang sama. Tadi ada perumpamaan atau idioms itu. Nah, ini juga kita punya idioms yang memang tidak ada padanannya, misalnya. Ada beberapa idioms yang memang diterjemahkan itu sama. Contohnya itu hujan deras. It's raining like cats and dogs. Hujan deras seperti kucing dan anjing. Itu salah satu contoh kalau kita di bahasa Indonesia tidak ada padanan. Kalau yang ada padanannya apa ya? Bahkan idiom yang mencontohkan cerdas itu pintar gitu misalnya. For the students, grade A student biasanya gitu. Kalau idiomnya kalau dalam bahasa Inggris ada grade A student. Oh, Nina is a grade A student. Nah, kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia, oh Nina itu siswa teladan. Itu ada padanan idiom. Tapi ada juga padanan yang nggak ada. Tadi saya bilang, hujan deras. Kalau dalam bahasa Inggris, hujan deras like cat and dog. Itu kayak layaknya kucing dan anjing sedang berkelahi. Sangat deras. Itu salah satu contoh. Okay, let's move to the next slide, please. Actually, what now? What you should do next? What now? How to communicate in English properly? First of all, you need to get involved in real communication, in real conversation with real topics from real world. Right? You need to get involved. You need to be more active in, having conversation in target language, especially in English. You cannot imagine about how people say about certain things in certain situations. Thus, you have to start speaking about things you feel in real life using English. So now you can start speaking in English, writing in English, reading in English. You may start reading Wall Street Journal. Perhaps kalau kamu sebelum perkuliahan mulai gitu, terus habis itu juga kamu ingin tahu isu-isu tentang perkuliahan kamu itu kalau di konteks di global itu apa, kamu langsung baca misalkan Wall Street Journal, ya, atau di Economist. Kalau di Indonesia mungkin kamu bacanya di Jakarta Post, PJP atau Globe. Nah itu it will give you another perspective about how people deliver their meaning, about how people portray the situation, and then it will affect you in giving patterns. Dalam memberikan pola-pola itu nanti kalian akan subconsciously implied itu. Jadi tahu-tahu masuk ke dalam kepala aja. And then after that, next slide, please. Practice more. Based on research ini ya, oral mastery depends on practicing and repeating the patterns produced by a native speaker of the foreign language. Ini the based on research. Yang namanya oral mastery, ketika kamu mau ngomong pakai bahasa Inggris, maka depends on practicing and repeating. Tergantung bagaimana kamu berlatihnya, tergantung bagaimana kamu mengulanginya. The patterns produced by a native speaker. Pola-pola yang diproduksi atau diutarakan oleh para native. It is the most economical way of truly learning a language. Ya, paling ekonomis, paling murah ketika kalian melakukan itu berdasarkan repetisi, berdasarkan latihan. Kalian nggak mesti jauh-jauh jadi TKW di Jerman gitu, atau di Inggris supaya bisa ngomong bahasa Inggris. You don't need to, you don't have to. Tapi what you can do in Indonesia, you can do repeating, practicing, repeating. That's all. That's the most economical way ya, yang murah. Lanjut Mbak. Next slide. And then next after that, be motivated. Never underestimate the influence of English for you. Perhaps today you don't feel any great impact of using English. What about tomorrow? What about next in your future? What about your dream? If you want to work for multinational companies, previously I've said before, ketika kamu mau kerja di perusahaan multinational, ya, and then after that you cannot speak any other foreign language, kira-kira bisa nggak masuk ke perusahaan-perusahaan multinational? Iya, you are good candidate but not good enough. Tadi saya bilang, kamu kandidat yang bagus, prospektif, tapi ya nggak bagus-bagus banget. Not good enough. So those with the integrative motivation have a genuine interest in the target speech community which the learner is aspiring to become a member. It means kalau kamu termotivasi, saya ingin masuk ke dalam komunitas orang-orang yang bisa berbahasa Inggris, ya, English speaker community, then you have to become more motivated person. You have to learn, you have to practice, you have to repeat everything regarding to your lesson in acquiring English as your second language perhaps, as your third language perhaps, in communication. Yang paling mudah aja deh sekarang. Kalian ketika mau apply for some jobs, for example, not to mention perusahaan itu misalkan multinasional atau enggak, banyaknya perusahaan-perusahaan itu menerima application letter dalam bentuk bahasa Inggris, dan saya yakin kamu pun akan menuliskan application letter dalam bentuk bahasa Inggris. Even walaupun caranya mungkin bisa jadi copy paste dari internet lalu kamu modifikasi misalnya. That's another tendency. Ada niatan di dalam diri kamu untuk bisa memahami dan memakai bahasa Inggris di dalam professional life kamu. Nah, itulah yang bisa dibilang be motivated. Semangat untuk belajar bahasa Inggris. Apalagi bentar lagi AFTA, atau sekarang itu udah AFTA. Sudah banyak, misalkan di perguruan tinggi, khususnya perguruan tinggi swasta yang bagus tuh. Contohnya kalau di Jakarta, itu kita punya SGU, Swiss German University. Nggak ada di Swiss German University tuh kamu ketemu dosennya itu ngomongnya hanya one language. Itu only bahasa, nggak ada. Minimal mereka dua, bahasa Inggris dan bahasa Indonesia, minimal. Bisa jadi mereka menggunakan bahasa Swiss atau Prancis or German. Contohnya SGU, Swiss German University. Dan banyak lagi universitas-universitas swasta yang mulai apply those kind of integrative international class. Kalau di Unsur udah ada, saya pikir di FEB kita punya kelas internasional ya. And then your lectures deliver the materials, the topics in English, minimum in English. Or perhaps sometimes they can switch into bahasa. Yeah, sometimes 5 minutes only, 10 minutes only. But most of the time, your lecturers try to deliver the topic using English. And then the question will be, bagaimana bisa kamu memahami apa yang dosenmu itu katakan kalau kamu tidak menguasai bahasa Inggris? You cannot access the knowledge because there is language barriers. Kamu nggak bisa mengakses ilmu pengetahuannya karena kamu terkendala sama bahasa. And then you can move to the next slide, but and then after that, what's next then? Apa yang mesti saya lakukan? Communication strategies may help. Indeed, it's research proven. Please familiarize yourself with these communication strategies to help you. We have approximation, stalling, message abandonment, literal translation, circumlocution, and mime. We have another also, ada communication strategies banyak banget yang bisa kamu lakukan. Others than that, yang saya mention di sini, no problem. It's purely your preferences. Kamu nyamannya menggunakan strategi apa? Ya, I don't expect you to apply only one strategy, but I expect you to modify these strategies into your own way. Kalau saya sih strateginya, saya sudah adaptasi Pak, sesuai dengan situasi saya, kenyamanan saya menjadi seperti ini. It's your choice. Because it's the way you survive with the situation. Okay, let's begin. Next slide, Mbak. Approximation. Approximation strategy was used by the learners to express their ideas in speaking, because it could really help the learners when they didn't know or forget about the appropriate pattern or structure in second language. They could keep speaking using similar words or terms toward the ideas they wanted to express. Ini approximation itu kita mencari sinonimnya. Sinonimnya exact sinonim. Ya. Contohnya bisa begini. Contohnya itu bird, for example. Well, we just like babies. I mean, kalau approximation tuh kita ngelihat burung yang terbang itu udah kita sebut itu birds. Padahal burung yang terbang maybe eagle, maybe owls, maybe colibri perhaps, hummingbird. And then after that we have, you know, other kind of birds, or perhaps swan. Atau bisa juga ya, swan. But let's say karena kita keterbatasan vocabularies, kita bilang things that may fly, it's bird. Okay, next slide, Mbak. Literal translation. Even it's already been advised to you to avoid literal translation. Perhaps here you may try literal translation in the certain context. Contohnya kayak beberapa konteks yang menggunakan literal translation itu masih berterima. Contohnya bukan buat teks-teks manuskrip akademik ya. Misalkan kayak dalam bentuk teks dialog. Teks dialog yang dimana jangan ada makna idiomatis, tapi maknanya makna strukturalis. Maksudnya strukturalis itu makna gramatikal. Contohnya misalkan kayak contohnya ya, kalau saya menerjemahkan saya lapar, or saya lapar, and then I would like to translate into English, oh yeah, I hungry, and then do not forget to put to be after the pronoun. I am hungry, so I need to translate. Literal translation means used by the learners to express the ideas in speaking when they could not express properly using words or terms in second language. Most of the learners said that they tried to express their ideas using another words or terms when they didn't know the second language of the certain words, terms, or events, and avoid first language in the speaking. Itu kayak kamu udah jalan aja sendiri tuh literal translation di dalam kepala. In the certain condition aja. Jangan sampai untuk yang academic condition, academic context kamu menggunakan literal translation itu salah banget. Nanti takutnya apa yang kamu maksud itu tidak tersampaikan. Lanjut, Mbak. Nah, stalling or time gaining strategy. Stalling or time gaining strategy was also often used by the learners in speaking activity. The learners use this strategy by pausing for a moment. Kamu diam untuk sebentar aja. Pausing for a moment. Or mumbling and try to think about the next statement they would talk about. Mumbling. Kayak kumur-kumur tapi ya jangan terlalu kentara sekali. Or try to think about the next statement. Paling enak ya, give a pause, diam dulu sebentar. They use this strategy in order to help them when they forgot and tried to remember the material they were going to express in speaking for discussion. Kalau konteksnya kalian lupa ini, kalian bisa diam dulu, pause. Give time to your brain to bring back the memories. Contohnya gimana Pak kalau dalam bahasa Inggris stalling? Stalling itu kayak misalkan tadi kayak saya bilang, atau tadi si autornya contohkan, saya juga contohkan. For example, like you know, itu adalah teknik stalling, time gaining strategy. You know that I obviously hate, for example, like I obviously hate peanut sauce. You know that. Contohnya time gaining strategy. Pakai you know. Atau bisa juga pakai well. It's time gaining strategy. Any kind of different vocabularies you may use, nanti kamu bisa pakai apa aja lah yang biasanya common. Oke, kita lanjut. Next slide, Miss. Message abandonment strategy. Message abandonment strategy was used by learners when they found some unfamiliar or difficult topic in the discussion. Almost all the learners said that when they were discussing about the topic they didn't know, they would only give argument or opinion based on their knowledge, although it had no relation with the previous statement. Jadi, cara kalian itu misalkan kalau ketemu sama topik-topik yang memang nggak familiar, yang memang susah, ya udah, abandonment, jangan dibahas. Kalian bisa menghindari pembahasan-pembahasan tersebut, dan itu biasanya kayak kalian jadi setengah nggak nyambung kalau tetap melanjutkan percakapan. Or you need to be honest. Well, actually, I don't really understand the topic that you are going to talk about. Yeah, be honest. Rather than you try to become a, to use message abandonment strategy when your friends, your partner don't want to. They don't want to understand the situation. Well, you have to be honest. Well, actually, yes, or I don't really understand the topic that you are going to discuss. Yeah. Okay, next slide. Mime. Mime or gesture was used by learners as their habit when they were speaking in front of the audience. Using gesture, it will make you feel free to express the ideas in speaking session. Mime itu kita pakai apa, bahasa tubuh ya, bahasa tubuh gitu. Makan kayak gini. For example, itu untuk ketika you get lost in the traveling area, for example, you should, actually, minimum you can use mime when you want to express haus, for example, thirsty, then you want to drink. So it means that you can use your body parts to express or to convey meaning. Yeah, to help you convey. And then next slide. Circumlocution. It refers to learners using different words or phrases to express their intended meaning. For example, if learners do not know the word grandfather, they may paraphrase it by saying my father's father. Ya, itu cara satu contoh circumlocution. My father's father. Ayahnya ayah saya. Kalau kamu nggak tahu, my grandfather. Bisa juga kamu paraphrase, a type of vehicle, for example, or something we used to. It has 4 legs. You describe it. If you want to say a cow, for example, and then you forget it inside of your mind, and then you will say it has 4 legs, and then it produces milk that we usually drink. Oh yeah, cow. Yeah, circumlocution means paraphrase, and it's applicable when you want to write down in your academic manuscripts. Most of the time you do paraphrase. Itu sudah berlaku, sudah based on the fact. Paraphrase itu salah satu strategi paling mujarab untuk menulis academic manuscript. Alright then. Any question, my dear students? Ada pertanyaan nggak? Ketika kita sudah selesai nih diskusi tentang komunikasi dalam bahasa Inggris, ada yang mau bertanya atau share your experience while you have staycation abroad? Pak, saya pernah nih kayak gini. And then it may happen, Pak, ketika masalahnya seperti ini. Oke, Mbak Wahyu, Mbak Andre, oh we have 2 persons in line. So silakan Mbak Wahyu dulu.
Ya, terima kasih atas kesempatannya. Sebelumnya, apakah suara saya kedengaran, Pak?
Terdengar Mbak Wahyu?
Oh ya, saya mau tanya, bagaimana cara untuk melatih kita percaya diri untuk speaking in front of many people? Itu yang pertama. Terus yang kedua, apakah aksen itu penting ataukah pronunciation yang lebih penting? Dan kalau saya melihat FB-nya lab bahasa ya itu lebih condong ke British. Itu kenapa alasannya? Oke, terima kasih Pak. Jadi pertanyaan dari saya.
Ya, langsung jawab dulu aja ya Mbak Wahyu ya. First question, how you become a confident English user? There is no such thing that instant confidence. Up until now, I still become nervous in front of you, even if it's in front of you. My students, for example. Saya kadang-kadang nervous juga. And it's normal when we try to face our anxiety. Bahasa kerennya kan anxiety, nervous. Nah, ketika kita di panggung, demam panggung, terus menggunakan bahasa Inggris, contohnya kayak kamu nanti misalkan kelas-kelas internasional, misalkan, atau kamu mau presentasi dalam bentuk bahasa Inggris, atau interview dalam bahasa Inggris, it's normal. At the beginning, you feel anxiety or nervous. However, you should not be defeated by the feeling of anxiety. Because anxiety means that kalau terus-menerus itu tidak bisa dihandle, kamu nanti akan kehilangan percaya diri. Remember, self-confidence requires hard work. Kalau kamu tanya, gimana saya bisa menumbuhkan percaya diri? Saya jawabnya, kepercayaan diri itu membutuhkan kerja keras. Coba tanya Mbak Nazla atau Mbak Elizabeth. When they speak in English, obviously at the beginning they feel anxiety, nervous, a little bit. However, their interactions using English, their exposure using English, encourage them to become, udahlah, tenang aja, you can do it. Santai aja, chill. When you put your mind di sini itu chill aja, santai aja. Kalau memang nanti salah, tinggal minta maaf. Kecuali kalau kamu salah langsung ditusuk pisau tuh baru tuh anxiety-nya tinggi. Tapi ini enggak kayak gitu. Lalu kalau dibilang lab bahasa asingnya FEB lebih preferensinya lebih ke British English, itu saya kurang tahu dalam menjawab hal itu. Nah, so far as I know ya, kalau dalam konteksnya UPT bahasa di setiap universitas, banyaknya itu American English, Mbak. Saya nggak ngomongin unsur aja ya. Kenapa? Kalau British English percaya deh sama saya, susah. I've been exposing myself 12 years learning English, and then British English is the most difficult one. Karena kenapa? Karena kalau kita ngomongin bahasa Jawa, itu kromoinggil itu. Kayak kalian biasanya ngomong bahasa Jawa, bahasa Banyumas, bahkan orang Banyumas, kita bukan orang bahasa Jawa pada umumnya, ini Banyumasan, Banyumas pride. Sama, British English itu punya pride sendiri. Bahasanya bangsawan kan, kromoinggil. Nah itu. Nah tadi pertanyaan tentang accent jadi. Accentnya gimana Pak? Oh banyak teman saya accentnya bahasa Jawa, accent Javanese English, no problem. As long as you do not become a Singaporean English. Singlish, pernah dengar nggak Singlish? Jadi Singlish itu bahasa Inggris yang diutarakan oleh orang Singapura, di mana aksennya itu campur sama aksen orang Cina. Cinanya mungkin Cina glodok kalau di sini mungkin. Cina bukan Cina murni, itu udah campur-campur Cina peranakan dia menggunakan bahasa Inggris, and then you cannot hear the language clearly. As long as gini, apapun aksennya, yang penting kamu ngomong bahasa Inggrisnya clear. Apapun aksennya, kamu mau aksennya pakai Banyumas nggak masalah. Mahasiswa saya banyak orang Wajibarang, orang Rawalo. As long as you speak clearly. Bawah. Oke, is it clear?
Ya, terima kasih, Pak.
Ya, sama-sama Mbak. Tadi silakan dilanjut. Kalau tidak salah tadi ada satu yang resen. Oke, Mbak Rahma, Izzatun, dan Mbak Anita Febri. Oke, nanti silakan Mbak Rahma dulu.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you for the opportunity. I want to ask you about your journey to achieve your TOEFL score. As our moderator mentioned before, that your TOEFL score is so high. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 670. So what I wanna ask is what is your journey to achieve it? Like, is there any challenge you face, and do you have any recommendation about book or website you used?
Alright.
Thank
So thank you, Mbak Rahma. If we talk about TOEFL test, you know, ETS ya, ETS based. Well, ketika kita tahu TOEFL test itu ada 3 bagian, yang ETS itu PBT, paper based test, listening, structure, and then reading. Kalian pertama harus tahu dulu cara menghitungnya. Ada tabel konversi dan latihannya. Saya tahu kalau saya bilang you should practice more, it will make you easier when you face the real test. Saya tahu itu. Tapi yang paling penting adalah do the things that you feel easier. If you think that reading is easier, then you may focus your training in reading first. You have to make it perfect in reading. I myself, to be honest, the lowest point of my TOEFL test is from listening part. Because, you know, as native, the speed of the words production itu beda. Kalau saya ngomong bahasa Inggris itu kan speed of words production saya bisa jadi medium into low level. Tapi kalau udah native, mereka high speed words production. Kamu meleng sedikit aja udah lewat tuh soal. Nah, buku-bukunya apa aja, Pak? Oh, bukunya banyak di internet tuh. Yang jelas buku yang menyediakan buku gratis saja di internet, kamu cari yang menyediakan audio file supaya kamu bisa latihan listening parts by your own as the independent learners. Jadi listeningnya saya belajar dengan audio files yang memang saya unduh dari internet. Lalu selanjutnya untuk yang structure, kalau structure itu kan pilih yang salah kan, ada pilih yang apa, part yang pilih benar itu memang yang agak susah. Yang paling gampang pilih kesalahan, karena pasti kamu jago cari kesalahan kan. It's our nature to find kesalahan. Nah, itu udah kalau structure itu kalian bisa memilah-milah kira-kira mana yang menjadi hal yang perlu diperbaiki. Salah satu contohnya itu yang paling sering keluar itu adalah contohnya parallelism. Kalau apa di dalam structure itu kalau kita nyari yang kesalahan paralel, ketika dalam satu kalimat itu harus ada satu tenses aja structure-nya. Itu untuk kalimat compound. Beda lagi nanti kalimat kompleks. Kalau compound itu mau kalimat sebelum conjunction and, but, yet, so, dan sesudah conjunction itu harus satu jenis tenses. Itu. Lebihnya sebelum ujian tes 3 hari atau 4 hari, ambil di buku itu kan biasanya menyediakan satu subtes lengkap, kerjain sesuai dengan waktunya. Listeningnya kerjain, jadi jangan kamu rewind lagi, kamu balik lagi, enggak. Lanjut terus sampai selesai. Setelah satu paket dinilai, kira-kira itulah, nggak jauh beda. Itulah nilai kamu. Kan kamu bisa nilai sendiri dengan nilai konversi. Kayak gitu. Beda soal nanti misalkan kalau kita ngomongin IELTS ya. IELTS itu kamu nanti buat essay. Itu beda lagi caranya buat essay menggunakan 300 kata mengenai certain topics. You have become, really careful in choosing the words efficiently. Itu yang paling penting kalau dalam essay. Oke. Tadi banyak. Kenapa di unclick resensi ini banyak yang lain selanjutnya? Oke, Mbak Anita, silakan.
Okay, thank you for the chance. Before, I want to tell that I have a problem with listening skills. Like, I think my speaking skills isn't too bad, but I think I'm pretty bad at listening skills. And I want to ask you about what is the best way to improve these listening skills, even though like some people told me you have to watch English movie without Indonesian subtitle, but I still like, what did they say? Like, I still don't understand what they say. So I want to ask you about the best way to improve this listening skills. Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome, Banita Felby. Well, my first suggestion will be you go to, THT. Same like me, at the beginning, saya kasih tahu ya. Saya itu harus pergi ke THT sebelum ujian waktu itu. Kenapa? Ternyata I got problems in my ears actually at the time. And then after that, when I met the doctor gave me, treatment, medical treatment, and after that, well, actually, it becomes clear for my ears to hear sounds. That's the first advice. If you have the hearing issue. Second, if you don't have any medical issue regarding to your ears, then my suggestion will be focus. Itu aja. Focus. It's like when you talk to somebody, kamu mau orang yang kamu ajak ngobrol itu kan fokus sama kamu kan. It means that it shows affection, it shows that you respect. And then after that, at the end, kamu bisa jadi nanti nanya, kamu tahu nggak ya apa yang aku ceritain? Relate to your academic life. Focus. When women encourage her partners to become more focused to their, statements ketika lagi ngobrol. Nah, sama. Ketika dalam ujian bahasa Inggris atau dalam komunikasi dalam bahasa Inggris, you have to focus yourself to the partner. Kenapa? Kalau kamu nggak fokus, bener deh, kamu pasti akan langsung hilang. Kenapa? Karena nature-nya di dalam ujian bahasa Inggris atau di dalam komunikasi dalam bentuk bahasa Inggris, ketika kamu nggak fokus, maka apa yang dikatakan oleh our partner itu nggak akan sampai di dalam pikiran kita. Is it clear enough, Mbak Anita?
Yes, is it clear? But I think that if I talk with my friend, like genetic speaker, maybe like in the movie they talk so fast and it's hard. So but if I talk to other like ordinary conversation, it's I understand, but like in the movie when they talk too fast, I'm pretty hard to understand.
No problem, no
Thank
problem.
you for,
But
thank you for
if
advice.
you want to practice yourself with watching movies, you like, movie is another level. To be honest, for us as the translator, saya juga punya beberapa teman juga, saya juga pernah pengalaman juga dalam menerjemahkan film. Itu kita juga bisa berkali-kali rewind untuk suatu hal yang memang katanya itu nggak familiar buat para penerjemah. Yang katanya itu sangat-sangat situational atau kontekstual dengan gaya mereka. Jadi nggak ada masalah Mbak Anita Febri kalau kamu kesulitan dalam memahami kata-kata di dalam movie. Selain memang word production-nya itu dia udah nggak menyesuaikan buat test takers, mereka kan itu kan bikin film bukan buat khusus film untuk luar Amerika. Mereka buat seperti itu. Nah nanti tugas para penerjemah, subscriber yang yang ngasih subtitle di bawah itu ya, yang memberikan keterangan kalau ini itu Mbak Anita, no problem. Tapi kesulitan itu tidak membuat kamu jangan sampai nggak percaya diri. Itu yang paling penting. Oh iya, saya mungkin belum sampai di titik di level dimana saya belum bisa menonton film tanpa teks. No problem. Karena itu bukan hal yang instan. Tapi ketika sudah sampai achieve that level, itu kamu sudah sangat tinggi. Oke, Mbak Anita?
Oke, thank you for advice.
Oke, tadi banyak sekali. Yang lain gimana? It's a very interesting discussion. Ya, yang lain? Oke, Akila. Akila in the future.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the opportunity. First of all, my name is Shahla, and this time that I want to ask your opinion. If there's a case that between two people, for example, like person A and person B, so this person A, she's good in listening English because she start to learn English by watching movies, which like she listens the native speaker in the movie speak English directly, and then she knows like how is the real dialect of them. But this person B, she's good in grammar, but she's not really good in speaking because like she start to learn English by opening like the books about the grammar. The thing that I want to ask, what's a good step to do to begin learn English? Thanks, sir.
Okay, you're welcome, Mbak Akila. Sahla. Masalah, you may start learning by the things that you like at the beginning. Kamu mulainya suka baca misalkan novel. Kamu punya novel reader tuh novel sekelas Harry Potter. Dari novel 1 sampai 10 misalnya. Itu ada bukunya tebal banget tuh kan, bisa jadi bantal guling, bukan bantal aja tuh, bantal guling. Kamu sukanya baca novel, and then you can start reading novel. No problem. Kamu sukanya ngomong. By the nature that you are, talk active, then you can start speaking. But you need to remember one thing, Mbak Sakila. English, as you master bit by bit, you will get higher literacy. Nah, higher literacy itu gimana maksudnya? Maksudnya gini, ketika kamu baca teks kamu paham, ketika kamu ngomong bahasa Inggris juga kamu bisa. Itulah end up-nya, goalnya itu. kita sekarang duduk di sini, English communication skills itu apa sih maksudnya? Ketika kamu membaca teks, itu adalah sebuah komunikasi antara pikiran kamu dengan teks yang kamu baca. Lalu komunikasi saya dengan orang lain itu juga sebuah komunikasi. Nah, makanya tadi ketika kamu bilang, Pak, gimana Pak, kalau saya ngomong dulu, baru grammarnya nanti. Atau saya baca dulu, belajar dulu, baru nanti ngomong. Tergantung kepercayaan diri yang ada di dalam dirinya Mbak Akila, Mbak Sahla, kalau Mbak Sahila bilang, saya percaya dirinya kalau saya baca dulu Pak, belajar teorinya dulu, habis itu saya baru ketemu orang misalkan bahasa Inggris. Kamu bisa nanti misalkan kalau kamu jarang ketemu native itu kayak contohnya kayak Vicky Naki tuh. Tahu kan Vicky Naki? Pasti tahu kan YouTuber tuh?
Yes.
Iya, dia itu kan udah masuk polyglot. Polyglot itu adalah orang-orang yang menguasai lebih dari 2 atau 3 bahasa. Dan mereka itu latihannya di mana? Di Omegle. Dan dengan orang-orang yang memang ingin berbicara, ingin berdialog ya. Di Omegle juga banyak orang-orang aneh, banyak sekali orang aneh. It means that bagaimanapun caranya, you need to expose yourself using English. Whether itu by reading books, reading novels, reading textbook. Kalau kamu misalkan prodinya akuntansi, kamu suka banget sama bahasa Inggris, kamu baca tuh buku akuntansi advance ya kan, sampai kamu bawa tidur itu, sampai kamu tahu banget, ngotok banget. Jadi kamu nanti ketika ngomongin bahasa akuntansi dalam bahasa Inggris, kamu udah ceplos aja. Itu salah satu contoh. Mungkin juga untuk expose yourself, bisa juga kamu coba untuk menulis diary menggunakan bahasa Inggris. And then after that, you can communicate, cari pen pal dari luar negeri. Banyak sekali bisa kita lakukan. Dan jangan sampai takut salah. Ya, Mbak?
Okay, thank you, sir, for the answer.
Iya, Mbak, sama-sama. Oke. Ada lagi nggak? We got more than 100 persons in this room. But there are so many few or little questions being asked. Coba diskusi aja, sharing. Kalian mau ngobrolin apa?
Okay. Sorry, sir, for interrupting, but I think the time is almost running out of time. We are running out of time.
Okay.
So maybe like if there are there's no question, maybe we can continue the session. I think there's like no question. There's no question left.
Okay, I think I already finished to deliver my materials, but and is there any other session after this? I don't know.
Actually, after this is like closing statement, sir.
Oh, all right then. If there is no question, closing statement dari Bu Dona kan?
Yes, if there are any closing statement that you want to tell to the participant, it's very welcome, sir.
If it is from me, my dear students, if we talk about English communication skills, then you should be, determined. Determined means be motivated. Never be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes is part of our life. And as long as mistakes do not kill yourself, then you may go with the mistakes and try to fix it out, revise it. And then you learn from your mistakes. And then you familiarize. Don't be afraid. Don't get traumatic to use English as your mean of communication. Okay? Good luck of trying, my dear students. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the very insightful material and also very helpful for all of us. For the next session is we're going to give some symbolic gratitude from the LBA. We would like to send this certificate to Mr. Yogo.
Okay. Thank you, Mbak.
Okay, once again, I would like to say thank you very much to Mr. Yogo for being the speaker in this webinar. So I'm Elizabeth Ashley as your moderator today. Would like to say sorry if I made any mistake or say something that hurts your feeling. Okay, back to you, Najla. The screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Ashley. Wow, what an insightful, attractive. Wow, that was a great sessions that has been, delivered by Mr. Yogo himself, the Honorable. And then, yes, lots of discussions have been raised during the sessions, from the deliver sessions to questions and answer sessions, talking about accents, Mr. Yogo's journey to achieve things, and many more. And I hope everyone could get the insight, the attractive, and also the euphoria of the discussions, because that's what we're going to get from joining a webinar. All right, now that the show has come to an end, after having an attractive and insightful discussions brought up earlier by Elizabeth and also Mr. Yogo, and that's all from us. Too bad our show has come to an end today. So let's close the webinar with Hamdalah first. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. We hope that this event can give you guys endless joy, yet can remind all of us that we must be a creative one, take every chances, and create a better life by developing more on ourselves through English communication skills. Because why does it matter? It got answered right away on the discussion sessions. All right. Even though the pandemic is still here, don't worry. And because how to develop it more, one of our latest and most recent programs that could help our English communication skills. Hereby, please, operator. Okay, if you guys are aware, earlier before the sessions, we actually brought up about our programs. Now that I'm going to remind you all again, for helping your English communication skills, the first programs that we got is actually English Day. We provide the English Day to get the value, benefit, and of foreign language. There might as well wanted to check out or join, right? And then hereby you could see from the programs we times for the it's been for both student and public, so everyone is welcome to join. And then there's a free trial class. Wow, lots of tongue tied, but anyways, you can also register there. There in the poster right down there, you could also see for further details, further actions, and things like that. You could always check out our platforms such as Instagram, lba.feb.unsud, Facebook, lba.feb.unsud, and also we had YouTube. Also, you could actually subscribe, left Bahasa FEB.unsud, and don't forget to the of the person if you are interested and to check out English Day. Next up, we have the translation. All right. Yes, we provided translations for the thesis and then journal and then many more. There's also the contact person. If you guys interested, we provide that in lab Bahasa FEB Unsur. That's right. We provide many things you guys wanted to, like what? English Day for English classes, and then we also provide Jasa Translate in here, as in we do journal, thesis, skripsi, dissertasi, and many more to come. And then yes, again, if you were interested, we have numerous contact person, as in the English Day we had Mas Asmi as the contact person. In here we had Banara and also Mas Aldi as the contact person, so feel free to contact us if you wanted to. There's the terms and conditions. Last but not least, give me more. Okay, last but not least, we got the online TOEFL class, not an online TOEFL class, it's an online TOEFL test for everyone who wanted to join. Will be held on Friday and Saturday every week. Remind me, every week. So the registration link is right down there. There's the prize. It is very much affordable for everyone. It's open for public and both public and student. And then also fill the registration form in the link. And then yes, we provide a free e-certificate for all of our programs, especially in the English Day and also the online TOEFL test. So feel free to contact us in this section. We got by Alisa and Shiria for the contact person. You could also platform, Instagram at LBIFF Unsur, and then there's Facebook also, and we provide YouTube also. I guess for the advertisement, I am really sad that the show must come to an end, but I am very much excited to see you all again in the next sessions that we're going to have. Wow, and I'm very much thrilled and excited to see what's going on for the next sessions we're going to have from the LBA webinar series. All right, once again, guys, if you guys could see the chat box, don't forget to fill in the attendance, right, that has been shared by Pedro for the attendance, because what's the point of joining a webinar, but like you need to receive that certificate also, right? But I hope it's not all about the certificate only, but it's all about the knowledge that we actually achieved and received today from Mr. Yogo, and also our lovely moderator who helped us today, by Elizabeth Ashley. Yes, another applause for both of them. All right, would like to say thank you to all of the participants, audience, and then the honorable dean, honorable lecturers, and all the committees that have been working hard for this webinar series. All right, again, once again, thank you for coming, and we hope you enjoyed our talk show today. Again, taking time into your weekend is hard, but you guys you guys make it and manage it. So thank you very much once again. I am Najla and I'm signing out. See you on the next LBA webinar series. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.